Welcome back to another episode of Point Away Debates. I am your host, King Steegs Joy.
I really do not think that. No, don't do that. I really don't think that Philly was his fault. Now the Clippers, you could kind of say that, but Philly, I don't think that was his fault because Philly has been known to do this before he even got there. So I'm not gonna pretty much try to force this onto Philly, you know, all of that. So my thing is this: I think he should be a head coach still, but not for a contender.
Should he be a head coach? Oh, well, see, well, then he shouldn't be no head coach then.
No, because you could be a head coach for like the Chicago or even, you know, like the Wizards. But you know, like I really don't feel like assistant, like for a team like Philly. I don't think he's built for that. It's too much of a challenge for him, I feel like.
What you say?
I say that he should be a head coach again, but not next season. Next season, I think that he should kind of take on like Mike D'Antoni had to do in Brooklyn, take a step back. I mean, you've been doing the same thing over and over, and you're not getting those results. And I think if you take a step back as the assistant coach, you actually have a chance to kind of sit back and see. Because you have winning seasons. You've had winning seasons, except for 2, since you've been a head coach in the NBA. Mm-hmm. But you just can't get over the hump in the postseason. And I think these last 2 seasons, he kind of had everything he needed to make some noise in the postseason. So I think if you sit back as an assistant coach, you can kind of look at those adjustments. I don't think he makes good in-game adjustments.
He don't make any in-game adjustments.
That is true. But Ben Simmons, for real. Had Doc Rivers had someone more reliable than Ben Simmons, they'll be in the Eastern Conference Finals right now.
Was Ben Simmons in Orlando with Doc Rivers?
But like I said, but why is this a topic? Why? No, be honest, you guys. Why is this a topic? Because what just happened?
Because in 21 years. He's only missed the playoffs 5 times in 21 years. But he's given up multiple 3-2 leads. He's given up 3 3-1 leads.
That is true.
And in the last 2 years, he's given up 4 of the 5 biggest blown leads in the playoffs.
That is true. But, okay, so let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think Philly was bound to lose, yes or no?
No.
With Ben Simmons. Okay, this is what I feel like. I think it was their series to win, but I really don't think that this series was on Doc. I think it was on. Ben took 4 shots. And then here's the thing. You can only say so much to players. You can't control what they do.
And that's what I was going to say. I think Ben Simmons did not produce how he should because of Doc. Doc said, when asked about Ben Simmons' struggles, Doc said, well, we don't have him for that. We have him for defense. We have for y'all need to just leave him alone.
That is true.
So I don't think he encouraged him, especially when they lost Danny Green, which could have been those little few extra points that they needed. I think as a head coach, you have to come out and say, okay, yes, you've proven that you can go out and get 20. Mm-hmm. I need you to go get it.
I mean, that is true, but that's not always the case. Like, for example, like last year, I'm pretty sure this is not Ben's first time hearing this. Like, Ben's been hearing this the entire time he's in the league. If he was gonna do it, he was gonna do it. If he wasn't, then he wasn't. Now, obviously, he's under the most pressure that he's been under his entire career. People are slandering him, including me, because he deserves it. But, you know, and I agree with you, you know, it is Doc's job to do that. But at the end of the day, you're a superstar, okay? So you should decide that on your own.
Thank you, because I was gonna let you make it. Because some people consider him a superstar.
I would say all-star as well. So my bad, superstar, all-star. But what like I said before, he's made all-star. He's all defensive. He's this. He's that. You're the second option. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. If you look at the team, you would think that Tobias is their second option. It's supposed to be Ben. Now,
offensively, yes.
Yes, but I'm talking about offensively, it's like scoring-wise. It's Tobias. Right. It should be Ben. You're the second best player, which means you'd be the second best, whatever. Similar to Giannis, Chris Middleton, his second option. Had Chris Middleton, and matter of fact, let me rewind. Last year against Miami, Eric Bledsoe. He's traded. Why is he traded? Because he never stepped up. He was inconsistent. That's why he's traded. Chris Middleton is still there because Chris Middleton, for the most part,
he stepped up.
Yeah, he stepped up and he's still there.
Gonna keep for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Right. Now, Tobias Harris, he stepped up Ben Simmons did not. So what do? Do you say, the coach, Coach Bud's fault? Why? No, it's your fault.
Okay, so you want to blame Ben Simmons a hell of a lot more than you blaming Doc Rivers?
Yes,
okay,
yes,
you told me Philly had been doing this. Ben Simmons had been doing this. Doc Rivers been doing this.
That is true, but listen. I feel like Philly did not lose because of in-game adjustments. I don't think it was a coaching strategy, which is why they lost because Ben Simmons did not step up.
Let's be real. The only thing really saving, before you go, the only thing really saving Philadelphia in the last 21 years, because that's how long Doc been coaching, is Allen Iverson. That's the only thing saving. Okay, he went to the finals, faced Shaq and Kobe. We understand why he lost. Everybody gives him a pass for that, including myself. Doc Rivers, the only thing that's saving him is the championship he won in 2008. That's it.
I mean, that is true, but at the end of the day, the reason why we're having this conversation is because of what just happened in Philly. And the reason why they lost because of Ben Simmons at the end of the day.
And I can't say that because they held on to the #1 record all season with Ben having 14, 7, and 7. He gets to the playoffs and he's still 12, 9, and 8.
Playoffs are different,
adjustments, especially against the young Hawks. This is their first postseason Doc has had.
But the playoffs are different. But the playoffs are different. You can't compare.
Right. That's why I say it's a coaching thing.
Well, no.
Because you got to 7 games. In a 7-game series, if you get to the 7th game, some adjustments got to be made.
You said playoffs are different. I don't disagree. That's why Doc is
They are different. He
is not playoff ready. Doc is a regular season coach.
No.
And you proving my point, our point.
Listen. So what? Okay, let me ask you this. So what would y'all have liked Doc Rivers to do?
First of all, adjustments. Wait, because here was how they attacked him last year, and here's how I attacked him in that 2010 finals, because they won 2008. Orlando played the Lakers, and then okay. So this is how I attacked him in the 2010 finals. There was no adjustments made. We're gonna do the same thing over and over and over again. If you listen to Doc Rivers' speeches, all right, guys, let's go out there and do what we know we're supposed to be doing.
So adjust how? I'm asking y'all how should he adjust it?
And then before we even talk about the adjustments, we can go back and say, okay, it wasn't Doc Rivers' fault. Okay, it's not his fault, but
shut up, Paul George.
Last year it was the exact same thing.
Doc Rivers had the audacity to say.
I would not allow y'all to do this.
Doc Rivers, come on, real quick. Paul George called out Doc Rivers and said he made no adjustments, and he was utilizing me incorrectly. He said that they was utilizing him more like a JJ Redick, just
Okay,
Doc Rivers said Tyronn Lue is now the head coach. Tyronn Lue, last I checked, was sitting right next to me last year, so good luck with that. Tyronn Lue, it is proven down 0-2 in 2 different series, he makes adjustments. The tallest player on the court for 3 games straight was Kawhi Leonard.
That is true, but what y'all not finna do, listen. The past 2 seasons, who are the most slandered guys in the league right now? Ben Simmons and Paul George.
Correct.
We're not finna do this. He's Pandemic P this year, and he was Pandemic P last year, okay?
Oh, so he Pandemic P this year?
Yes.
This year.
Oh, okay, pull up the stats right now. Pull up the stats. Listen, do y'all have a Twitter? He be trending on Twitter every freaking night. What are y'all talking about?
He's been averaging 30.
No, pull up the stats.
Except for this last game.
Except it's the past 3 games. The past 3.
Okay,
listen. No.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Since his game, when he said, "Oh yeah, I'm back in my indie days." Give me one good game he had after that.
Okay.
Terrence Mann. No. Wait. I'm not done. Terrence Mann had a big game after that. He had 39 points.
Right.
He saved they bullets, okay? The next 2 games.
He showed up on that game too.
He barely did. Barely. Okay, well, what happened the other night when he choked and had 2 free throws?
The other night was his worst game in his last little 5 games.
Tie that into what we're saying then. If you're not giving Paul George credit, and he's supposedly their best player without Kawhi, who are you giving credit to?
Reggie Jackson.
No, so Reggie Jackson gets credit over Tyronn Lue.
No, of course not.
Okay.
You give credit to but no. I'm not giving credit to Tyronn. Tyronn has been good for them, but Terrence, their role players have stepped up when PG did not.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
But in that game that he had 39, PG had 28, 9, and 7.
What did he shoot?
He shot
about 45%.
He was 10 for 24.
All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you're telling me that their best player is underperforming, I give credit to Tyronn Lue. But when Ben Simmons underperforms,
I mean, you can, but the thing is this, okay? What y'all have to realize is that when Paul George, he fell short, Reggie Jackson stepped up. Terrence Mann stepped up. And Joel Embiid got injured. Ben Simmons did not step up. Tobias Harris looked like freaking, matter of fact, I saw a meme on Twitter the other day. And it was James Harden with a beard. And then he went that one. And they said Tobias Harris versus how he started versus how he finished the season. Because he's been inconsistent the past games. So what I'm saying is this. Tobias Harris didn't show up. He was inconsistent. He was here and there. Ben Simmons did not. Tyrese Maxey, he played pretty well.
So what are the coaches for?
No, hold on. Shake Milton, he made adjustments towards the end. He put Shake in more, but y'all gotta understand, Shake Milton, he started off the playoffs cold and then heated up again, and then he was back. He's whatever. So my thing is this: Shake did not step up. Reese kind of did to a certain extent. Tobias didn't. So I'm not gonna blame it on say, hey, it was Doc's fault to make adjustments when he made them, they didn't step up.
I'm
putting it on Doc because to me, what he said in an interview during the playoffs and then what he said afterwards. First, he said, no, we don't need him to do that, when clearly you did need him to step up and provide something on offense. Then after the playoffs, when asked, is Ben Simmons a starting point guard on a championship team, you say you don't know, when he was supposed to be the starting point guard on your championship team.
That is true, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna pin it on nothing, because at the end of the day, listen, had this been somebody else, had this been a Caucasian coach, and not being serious.
Okay.
They love to pin stuff on black coach. I'm not making the black coach a scapegoat, period. And like I said, if it's not, listen, this is how I go. If it's not evident and it's not cut and clear that it's his fault, I'm not blaming it on him. They do that all the time. I'm not going to blame it on Doc Rivers, period, at the end of the day. Because like I said before, it was too much that went wrong. Joel Embiid got injured. Ben Simmons didn't step up. And at the end of the day, we know good and well how many times people put on fronts. They say, hey, he don't got to do this. But behind closed doors, they're saying this, that, and the third. I'm just not going to do it.
So I'm just not going to do it. Ben Simmons has been the same exact guy for the last
That is true. That is true.
So when you say, oh, well, it's Ben Simmons' fault, well, no. Like, if it's Ben Simmons' fault this year, then it's been Ben Simmons' fault the last 4 years.
It has.
So, okay.
He's holding them back. I've been saying that.
But I'm saying that we need to look at the franchise if that's the case.
But in question, not to cut you off, but also...
But you did.
I'm sorry. Not to cut you off, but also, what happens during the playoffs? People start to make adjustments and they start to attack your weaker players. Listen. For example, Scott Brooks and Russell Westbrook. Now, Scott Brooks, I hate him. He's a terrible coach in my opinion.
Are you talking about this year?
No, just in general.
Okay, I was about to say.
So Russell Westbrook, he tends to be attacks more in different ways during the playoffs and the regular season, and that's like, oh, he's worse. But in our reality, is people are just drawing up different game plans to stop him. That's a fact. Now, same thing for Ben Simmons. Y'all saying, oh, well, they were number 1 seed and da-da-da-da-da. People make adjustments towards the playoffs against your best players. Now, obviously, Doc Rivers could have prepared more. But at the end of the day, could have and should have prepared more. But at the end of the day, Ben Simmons has been doing this with every single coach he's had. And all I'm saying is that this is too complex to try to pin it on one person. I'm just not gonna do it.
But as a head coach of 20
I give him responsibility.
I could have prepared more.
I give him responsibility. But I'm not saying he does have fault in this, but it's not. Listen, if I had to give a percentage, I would say it's about 60% Ben Simmons' fault.
All right. Now come on.
It is what it is. This is my opinion. 60% Ben Simmons' fault. About 30% Doc Rivers' fault and 10% everybody else.
What more do you want from Ben Simmons? I'm not talking about any other player. I'm not talking about Kobe Bryant. I'm not talking about Paul George. What more do you want from Ben Simmons? Ben Simmons has been the same guy, and all of a sudden, through the last 3 playoff runs, you want him to score more.
This is like a Ben Simmons apologist type of thing. I see what's going on. The Philly jersey and this. I get it. This is a Ben Simmons apologist conversation. No, Ben Simmons.
About to have a whole dialogue about Ben Simmons.
Do y'all think he's overrated? Yes or no?
No.
Oh my God! Get out of here. bro. No, because bro. Ben Simmons is overrated.
What's overrated about him?
Come on. Because we gonna. That's a whole nother topic. Do me a favor. She gave percentage. How much do you blame Doc? If you could give a percentage.
Now it's starting to make sense.
Give me a percentage.
I'm gonna give it 100%.
Okay, all right.
Oh my! What the?
She being
You won 7 games. 7 games against a young Hawks team. Your team should have got it done.
Sticks.
Joe, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes.
You know I don't cuss.
Wait, Ben Simmons and other players on that court do deserve blame, but I'm sorry, did what you said.
Come on.
Trae Young is the only notable name as of right now on that Hawks roster. We're talking about his 3rd year, and he's in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yes. And performing, shimmying on people at that.
So here's my thing. I don't just blame Doc Rivers. There was a team that he balled out on before them, you know what I'm saying, with plenty of veterans. You know, a former MVP, a most improved player, and Julius Randle, so on and so forth. So I look at a team like this and say, okay, Simmons, Embiid, Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, like there's absolutely no excuse. Y'all let a 6-foot guard outperform y'all. I'm sorry, no. So I'm not. Yes, the players do deserve some of the blame, but you got a 6'8" all-world defender.
Question.
Wait, and y'all can't stop this look.
Okay, stop the question. So what happened last year? What happened to Philly last year?
They the Philly Pretenders. Don't get me wrong. Wait. No, but what happened to that coach from last year?
I just want to ask a question.
Where's that coach from last year?
I just want to ask. Oh, so wait, no. Wait. See. A hole. I found a hole in y'all's argument.
No.
Wait, no.
He gave up 3-1?
No.
He went 7 with the
Stop!
He went 7 and gave up 3-1?
Listen.
What are we doing?
Can I speak?
Yeah.
I just want to ask a question.
Go ahead. Where was Doc Rivers? That's my question.
I want to exclude Doc Rivers from this conversation for a second.
Even though
I want to talk strictly about Philly.
Okay.
So, you're a fan, Philly fan?
No, I'm a LeBron Lakers fan. Get that on.
Yeah. On cam. Don't ask again.
That spoke a lot. That spoke a lot for itself. That spoke a lot for itself.
Don't you do it.
This whole combo is speaking volumes. Anyways, listen.
Take your time.
I have a question for y'all. What happened to Philly last year? Matter of fact, give me y'all. Do y'all know off the top of y'all's head where was Philly ranked at the conference and what happened in the playoffs? Because this has been a thing for about 4 years now.
Yeah, they're the Philly Pretenders.
So if they're the Pretenders and they've been that, wait. If they've been the Pretenders this entire time, then why are we trying to make Doc Rivers Superman and save the franchise when they're pretenders in the first place? They need Jesus. They need Jesus. That's what they freaking need.
Doc Rivers has been a pretender himself. Has he not?
No.
His track record.
Nope.
His track record and Philly's track record are the same.
No, I said,
he had 3 All-Stars. He couldn't get to the Eastern Conference.
I said, can we exclude Philly? I said, I want to exclude Doc Rivers.
We're not going to exclude the topic itself.
Because I want to ask questions. Because we're ignoring the common denominator in all of this, you guys.
It's Doc Rivers.
You have to look further to understand what's really going on.
Why did they bring Doc Rivers
What we have together,
why was he hired?
What we have together is a group of Philly pretenders, Ben Simmons apologists, and we're not gonna do this.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna close out.
What was he brought there to do?
100% on blame. That's come on. That's why.
Okay, 85.
She was being nice.
No, it is not.
110%
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Heck no.
Listen, we can't put it on Ben.
No other coach. Phil, Don Nelson. New coach Steve Nash, Popovich, nobody would have lost against the Hawks with that roster.
What type of time
it wouldn't have been done.
Y'all on?
It would change the coaches.
Look, I appreciate y'all for tuning into the Upside Point of the Base. Like, comment, subscribe, joy.
I'm sober.
Stupid.
But they might be drunk.
Are you drunk yet?